Hey gang, hi, this is Spirit Journey. This is my second live stream today. Today is May 20th, 2022, and the time is now 12:37 p.m. I found some videos and I thought it would be very interesting to share this with you as well. Um, there'll be on two subjects. One, a footballer, and he's from Senegal, I believe. And a movie that came out last year. I was referred to this movie called Karen. It was a commercial. I was watching just a random video, and then commercial with that movie came up. And so I assumed it was something that was just being released. But actually, it was released last year, around the fall. So I just want to address this. I think what combines these two topics, even though they might be deemed very different, the common denominator is the topic upon, as it pertains to the Black community. And again, I'm here doing this live stream. I live in New York City, born and raised here, and I'm concerned about trends. And I feel that things are being manipulated. And even the video I did earlier today, about the live stream, was something I feel is by design, that is being crafted. And so I think it's still something that's still being promoted. And so that's what I want to talk about. Okay, let me get I have my computer in front of me. And so I'll show you the video, the screen. Okay, let me turn my camera. Oops, sorry. Okay. Now, this is the footballer. Let me show you a bigger picture of him. Oops, sorry. That's a large picture of him. I don't know how to pronounce his name, unfortunate. Okay. Idrissa Gaya. Okay. This was posted May 8th. Okay. Good looking dude. And let me go back to the other. Okay. Now, I was watching this video. This video was recommended to me by YouTube, and who uploaded it is this woman. Give her credit for it. Wong, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's entitled African Footballer Dragged for Refusing to Wear a Rainbow Color Shirt Against His Religion. Okay, so that's her. And again, it was uploaded just yesterday, May 19th, 2022. Okay, and I guess this is what the t-shirt, the jersey looks like. Oh, it's number 7. So you can see the numbers are in the rainbow color. And I guess these are teammates. Okay, they wearing this one in the shirt. So I wanted to show you the article in this tab here. Second tab here. Let's see. Okay. PSG's Idrissa as to explain rainbow jersey game absence. This is dated May 18th, 2022, so that was 2 days ago. Handsome guy. And I'll read it. Let's see. Okay. Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Idrissa has been asked by the French Soccer Federation why he sat out a game in which players wore jerseys with, with rainbow-colored numbers to denounce anti-gay discrimination. Well, I didn't know that. I wonder, are the some of the footballers, or is it that some of them are gay? Was this what provoked this? That I don't know. I don't follow soccer. Okay, let me read on. A person with direct knowledge of the incident told the Associated Press on Tuesday that I'll just pronounce his name, Gaye, did not play because he did not want to wear a rainbow-colored number on his shirt. The person spoke on condition of anonymity because Gaye has not commented publicly on the incident. The Federation's Ethics Council sent Gaye a letter obtained by the AP on Wednesday, urging him to clarify why he missed Saturday's game. Okay, I'm just going to interject that he's a child, this Gaye, and if he misses a meeting or misses something, he has to explain himself. Okay, I thought that's interesting. Again, patronizing. The council said the council said if the reports are untrue, the Senegal international could take a photo of himself wearing the jersey. Okay, I think that's pushing it. Your absence, in quotes, your absence has led to many speculations that have been very widely interpreted as a refusal to take part in this operation to raise awareness of the fight against discrimination. Council President Patrick Anton wrote. Wow. So when is a football or any other game getting into politics about, as he put it, discrimination? See, you notice they're not saying what it is. Not fight against discrimination. It's they want you to promote a lifestyle of the what I call the alphabet soup partakers. I thought whatever soup you want to drink is your business. And for me, for someone to come to me or anybody else and say, I would like you to drink this soup, I have my own soup. It might be chicken noodle or split pea soup. I don't have to eat alphabet soup if I don't want to. Why are some people trying to impose you to partake in alphabet soup? You already have your own soup. Okay, go on. Gaye traveled with his teammates to Montpellier for the game, but PSG coach Mauricio Pochettino cited, personal reasons to justify Gaye's absence from the field. Okay, which is his business. Either these suppositions are baseless, in which case we ask you to express yourself without delay in order to stop these rumors. Anton wrote, we invite you, for example, to accompany your message with a photo of you wearing the jersey in question. Wow, that's really twisting somebody's arm, in my opinion. Okay, he's not saying anything. The footballer isn't saying anything pejorative or making fun. He just did what his human rights allow him to do. All these rumors / reports are true, he continued, in which case we ask you to take stock on the impact of your actions and the very serious mistake committed. Wow. He's making a mistake? Hmm. The fight against discrimination affecting different minorities is a vital and constant fight. Whether it's skin color or religion or sexual orientation or any other differences, all discrimination is based on the same grounds, the rejection of others. But what about peas and carrots? You don't eat peas? Oh, I like carrots maybe. Well, why should someone impose, let's say I won't eat peas, but I eat carrots, and then the peas say, you should partake in eating the peas. Oh, or what if it's chicken? Some people might like chicken, others like steak. And so if someone says to you that they don't want to eat steak, but they eat chicken, they can say that they are discriminating against the food. They didn't initiate anything. They didn't say that so-and-so, you shouldn't eat this or that. They just had a preference for steak, the chicken, but they didn't want to eat the steak, and they kept it to themselves. But someone noticed that they didn't want to eat any steak. So that's what it sounds like. People are noticing if you're not joining in on something and violating your rights to not participate in certain activities. I think that this is really interesting, and interesting because he's an African fellow. They would they do that if the person was from Saudi Arabia? This is not the only African country that this was, the subject, alphabet soup, was an issue. Was that Kenya? And that Obama, I think Obama, either he went in person or sent a representative imposing on the citizens of that country that they should open up to the alphabet soup drinkers of that country. And I don't know why he's even bothering going to another. I know they say that's where his ancestry is from, but again, we don't know whether that's true. But either way, he's using his influence as a former president. At the time he was president, when he went over there or sent a representative. I think it's something. Wow. He should go to Saudi Arabia. Go to Saudi Arabia. I dare you to go to Saudi Arabia and have them and tell the prince there that you should open up to certain lifestyles. Okay, let me read on. This is in quotes. By refusing to take part in this operation, you are validating discriminatory behavior and the rejection of others, and not just against those in the LGBTQ plus movement, Anton continued. The impact of soccer in society and the way players are role models for those who admire them gives all of us a personal sense of responsibility. We hope this makes you're conscious of the fact you need to clarify your position or to make amends. Like he's some boy. Oh, you want me to put you down? Okay, my little doggy here. Okay, that's what's happening. She wants me to put her down. Okay. Sorry about that. That is something else. Like they're patronizing him. In the thought. Hey, how you doing? Hey, so my hand was covering the comments. Then you have to switch hands. Sorry, but I'm just getting your comments now. My hand was covering the thing. Let's see here. No, I need my glasses now. I need my glasses. So he doesn't have to make a statement. I mean, he doesn't have to verbalize anything. Some things is, to be tactful, but see what it sounds like. See, they're weaponizing. Oops, sorry about that. They're weaponizing, occupations. They know a lot of people watch soccer, especially, in Europe and in Latin America and Africa. They love the sport. So now they want to highlight a lifestyle. Be really interesting, these private meetings, these secretive meetings that they have to manipulate and orchestrate attitudes and lifestyles that they want to promote. So it sounds like why I mean, it's about sport and health, they're athletes, so promote maybe health. This lifestyle does not promote health. It promotes sickness, and especially if you're a male and participate in consuming certain types of soup, that it hurts certain anatomies, and it also promotes the chance of getting certain viruses. Okay, and it's deadly. These men are about health and wellness and certain behaviors. See, this behavior is not what you like. It's not what the mind. It's about the body. What are certain behaviors? Does it promote physical wellness? Okay, that's the real question. Does it promote physical wellness? Certain behaviors. But they want these athletes to promote something. And why? If they're not about, it's two separate topics. Okay, let me go on further. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. The impact of soccer in society and the way players are role models for those who admire them gives all of us a personal sense of responsibility. No! I mean, if that's you, if the person is writing this, then that's their business. That person should go and do, that's their life, their lifestyle beliefs, no problem. Let him be, why impose on somebody else? Okay, we hope this letter makes you conscious of the fact you need to clarify. He doesn't have to clarify anything. But it says you need to clarify your position or to make amends. Make amends. He's a bad boy, right? Oh, they call him a bad boy. Wow. The case quickly became a political issue in Senegal and in France. Senegalese President Macky Sall tweeted his support to Gaye. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I just call him Gaye. Abdou Mbaye, a former Senegalese prime minister, also threw his support behind Gaye, saying the PSG player is not homophobic. He does not want his image to be used to promote homosexuality. Leave him alone. Now that's a brave former prime minister. I like that. Standing up for his national. Yeah. I'll read on. Homosexual relationships are considered a crime in Senegal and can be punished with up to 5 years in prison. So they want him to wear something, and the act of him wearing the rainbow shirt, I'll show you what the rainbow shirt again looks like. Oops, sorry about that. They want him to wear that. See, other teammates. Okay. See that? I could get him killed. Let's say put that. That for him to do that in a country where it's illegal, They could throw him in jail. Do you want to be in jail for prison for 5 years? Okay, this person, Valerie Pécresse, the conservative candidate in the French presidential election last month, joined the criticism of Gaye. Wow. He's the only one that said no? Is he the only one that said no? Or is he the only black fellow that said no? I mean, I don't know. But interesting that they are singulating him him alone. I know, it's really weird. So now that means, like, if you're a popular, let's say you're a singer, and music is very influential. You know, a lot of people listen to music. So does that mean, well, because it's so popular, has a big impact on society, that these singers should wear a certain type of outfit to promote a particular lifestyle that they don't promote? Now, if someone is of a lifestyle that they participate in, they can do what they want and promote it, because it's their lifestyle. Why impose somebody on a lifestyle choice that could get you killed or thrown in prison? In this case, was that for 7 years? 5, 7, was that? How long is that now? Where's that? I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, okay. Up to 5 years in prison. Up to 5 years. How about they wear t-shirts that says no to pedophilia? No to pedophilia. Now that's something. Would they wear that? Would the what do you call it? This organization. Where's that guy? Okay. Trying to find, who's that? Some organization. Well, the person who's saying this quote, the impact of soccer in society and the ways players are role models for those who admire them all. Of us, a personal sense of responsibility. Okay, whoever who's saying that statement, that quote, would you wear a t-shirt that says, let's ban all forms of pedophilia? I bet he wouldn't do that. I bet he wouldn't wear that. See, in my opinion, they want to make it look okay. But under the guise of the alphabet soup people, they want to make it commonplace. And then the next thing you know, they want to recruit your little children. And then give children's rights for them to act out certain behavior. And then the perverts are going to come in. The pedophiles want to go in there and get your children. They want the age of consent to get lower and lower. But on the guise of the alphabet soupers, they want to try to sneak that in. They want to sneak in pedophilia to hurt your children, to sexualize them. That is their goal. Your sexual preference from one adult to another adult is your business. But when you are possibly promoting a lifestyle on the guise of freedom, but in actuality you want to target little children. That's my concern. Horrible. And the next I want to show is this. I was referred to this video called movie called Karen. I was watching just a random video, and then a commercial came on, and showed this movie trailer. Have any of you ever heard of it? And I feel that, wow, why was it sent to me now? The movie came out last year. Let me show you. Let me see. Okay. So you just see here, Karen movie teaser trailer. Okay, it's about a racist woman makes it, and it's a white racist woman, makes it her personal mission to displace the new black family that had just moved in next door to her. A community activist and his wife are the couple she's targeting, etc. Okay. Oh, and it says here, distributed by BET. Now, BET is that stands for Black Entertainment TV. BET is no longer owned by a black person. It's not a black company anymore. Okay, just an FYI. BET is no longer black. It's not owned by black. They sold it. The originator of it sold it some time ago. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to get that data there when it was released. Okay, it was released September 3rd in the USA. Okay. So basically, it's the word Karen. Now I don't know whether the character in this movie's name is Karen, but the word Karen is also a like a slang term for certain types of people that act a certain way, and in urban settings, it's not uncommon for, let's say, a white woman demanding a black person to, like the latest one I saw was Victoria's Secret's Karen. A woman is online, a Nigerian woman is online, and there's some dialogue that between the black Nigerian lady and the white American woman, and the white woman has a meltdown. First tries to chase the black Nigerian woman, and then she has a meltdown because the lady had a camera, video, took out her video thing, phone to videotape her, and she felt embarrassed. I think, did I show that one? That was something else. Yeah, so I think movies like this, I'm wondering, let me play it so you know what I'm talking about.
Guess this is a long way from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
I won't put that. Oh, wait a minute.
Tell me about your new neighbors. They're black. Do you mind keeping it down? If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
Somebody's taking home security serious.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen, hey, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen. I've come across some very suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive. Yep.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood? Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
She doesn't like black people.
We have a search warrant.
Well, I'm black.
I know, she doesn't like you either.
I want to sell the house.
What did I do? You can't tell me, huh?
We are living next door to a racist. You went in her house? You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
There's not standard police procedure back there.
What do we have here?
We got Amber. Everything looks like nails.
You people are very angry.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop that. I'm just gonna stop that. Let me turn the camera around. Okay. Oops, sorry, my video. Yeah, so that's a lot of drama, isn't it? Yeah, it's the only thing that movie is baiting. It's baiting strife between blacks and whites. This is a movie. It's all make believe. People are these are actors and actresses, and you already have a sensitive situation, like the past 2 years, or especially the past 4 years, right? But the BET is going to promote this movie. Why? Again, BET is no longer owned by black people, but they want to make a movie like that. So it's just going to add tension between people, especially between blacks and whites, and to create a narrative. Do we need that? Start asking yourself again, why now? Why they're putting subject matter like that? Is it to program people to think this way, programming whites or other people who to teach them not to like black people? Is it designed to make black people feel paranoid, to maybe want to move from the USA? Remember that video that I uploaded a couple of days ago that featured these two guys? They were what they call super soldiers, and one of them in particular said that they want to try to do social engineering to make black people want to leave the country and to go to Africa, and that they wanted that the system that's behind this wants to use biogenetics to destroy black people, that they can put this chemical in the water, in the well, as he said the word well, to put it in the well water, and when the people drink it, it only hurts black people, and but the whites, it won't hurt, according to the guy. Now, so far, that particular super soldier, the interview that he gave was, I think, in 2013. But look now, with all the stuff that's happening, and there does seem to be an increase in American blacks leaving the USA. So he's right about that aspect, but is he also right about the motive why to move them? You could, if someone is that crazy and sick to put a biogenetics killer in the water, they can do the same thing here in the U.S. Why wait? Why force them out to go to Africa, where you could put the same chemical in this water, right? So I don't know. Yeah, so if you ever wonder why you might feel a certain way about certain people, maybe, these type of movies, scenarios is what's doing it. Yeah, we're being socially manipulated, socially brainwashed, and I think movies like that should be banned. It's not educating people. It's not. It's just making. It's inciting fear and hate against people. And again, both situations. This movie Karen that came out actually last year, about 7 months ago, and about the black footballer from Senegal, imposing on him that he has to wear a certain jersey with the rainbow color. So again, it's putting something upon, coincidentally, both of them focusing on black people, and the footballer is being told that he has to make amends, so like he's a bad person. So it's creating stereotype images of that a black man cannot really speak for himself. He's not allowed to say no. He has to join the club to get along. Why do people have to try to do things that are against your belief system to make other people happy? Yeah, make yourself happy. If someone wants to wear a jersey with a rainbow color, that's their business. You have a right to say, I don't feel like wearing it. You don't have to give any reasons to wear certain things, Yeah, so what's going to be the next thing that they're going to impose upon certain people? I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we're going to see how many more things that they're going to start imposing on people. Yeah, all these things is I feel a hidden agenda. It's not just the surface. It's never just the surface situation that you see. It's something more. And this agenda. They want the a lot of blacks are in sports that they show, and so if you get particular demographics to promote a lifestyle, more people are going to watch it. So if you say no, what about candy? Let's say they want you to wear something that has candy. Maybe you have bad teeth and you don't want to eat any more candy. So you're going to say that you're discriminating against candy. It's really getting out of hand. Expose it for what it is, people. Expose it. You have the right, no matter what your race is, no matter what your religion is, you have a right to your personal lifestyle, and to impose a lifestyle like that in America, it's against the Constitution. The right to say no, the right of religious expression, and it's not imposing it on anybody. He's just living according to what he wants, his convictions. So now they're saying convictions is not enough. You have to follow along, or else. So yeah, that's all. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me read the comments. I didn't get it. Okay. Asa said, yeah. Hi, hi, Asa. I sent you email that confirms Grady Lewis is the same man who was on the offenders list, same birthday. Oh wow. On his Facebook. Wow. Okay, we all have rights, but when are getting more rights than us, things are going. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they have an agenda, and they want to make more. They want to make it acceptable, a lifestyle. If you want that lifestyle, that's your business. But not to oppose that you gotta wear a shirt. What if it was a religious shirt? What if it was a shirt, that says Jesus loves you? But let's say you're of a different religion, and they said, well, we want to promote something because people don't like certain religious groups. So we just want to just make everybody included. You can't do that. You can't, you can't do that. No, I don't care what it is. When I go outside, I don't wear anything with any lettering or pictures. I like flowers, and this one is like an animal print. I don't wear things with messages, like that on. I never have. I never bought anything like that. So I don't want to. It's just not me. Yeah, don't want it. Yeah. Even criminals get more rights because they can date while they're in. Oh wow! I didn't know. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. That's really interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah. He's from Senegal. The footballer is a man from Senegal. That's in West Africa. And that type of behavior is against the law. And they know where he's from. They know that. They probably know what religion he is also. I dare them. I dare the French. What is that? Let me find that again. What's that? The French guy. Oops. Yeah, he wants to put an impact. Okay, let me show you again. Oh, sorry. Yeah, again, this French guy is saying this. By refusing to take part in this operation, you are validating discriminatory behavior and the rejection of others, and not just against those in the, alphabet soup. Okay, Anton, his name is, who's saying this. I dare you, Anton. I dare you to go to Saudi Arabia and have, I think they play soccer there in Saudi Arabia. I dare you to go there and have the players there with the rainbow flag letters. I dare you. I dare you. See, it's using reverse psychology by refusing, you're validating discriminatory. See, he's a black man, and so the premise is, oh, you're a black man, so you're supposed to agree with this lifestyle because you're discriminated against. So you're not really true to about human rights. See, they try to twist your arm. Don't let anybody twist your arm like that. Whether you're a so-called minority, just because you are a so-called minority doesn't mean you have to agree with other things, other issues. See that they're liars and manipulators. Yeah, Ace is also saying straight men and women are separated in jail, but not all. But not those people. Rainbow people are together and they can have relationships while locked up. Oh, wow. Wow. So much for discrimination. Wow. That is something. That is something. The alphabet uses civil rights to gain power and have more people now than black people. Yes. Oh, there was something else that I saw. Oh, you're very true about that. That's very true. There was something I saw, and I don't remember, but it's verifying what you're just saying. It's verifying that fact. Oh, you know what else? Let me turn the camera. I found out something. Yeah. I had mentioned in my first live stream today, I was thinking about going to that trial. Richard Rojas. Now, Richard Rojas, he is a man from the Bronx. 5 years ago this month, he allegedly ran over about 23 people, one of which passed away. He went on Times Square to do this. So here it's not making any mention in the news. I was just thinking of the incident because something triggered my memory about it. And so I found it, and it just by chance, he's having the trial, it started a few days ago. And it's here in New York City, the trial, but you don't hear anything. So I thought, hey, let me go to the court and see it. So I called up 311 to get the location. So I did see over the internet that it's some type of courthouse, but I'm not sure which one. So, excuse me. So I called 311 and they told me, let me get the info. Okay. Yeah, his trial is at 100 Center Street. 100 Center Street. Richard Rojas in the Manhattan Supreme Court building. Okay, on the 15th floor. The 15th floor, yeah. It's going to resume on the 23rd, according to 311. So those of you who are from New York City and you knew of people who got run over by that guy, and I thought you're supposed to have a quick trial, a quick hearing. It took 5 years? Why did it take so long? It usually takes 2 years for the defense and everybody involved to get their evidence, whatever, and then they have a trial. But 5 years? Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it for 5 years. That's major. What he did was major. So how come that's not considered when he did a hate crime? And he also, I think it said that he was arrested that same month for what they call menacing. He branded his knife at somebody in his home. He has some issues. He's a veteran. He served in the Navy, and when he came back from the Navy, he was dishonorably separated from the military, and he was never the same once he got out of the military. They said before, he was fine until he came home from the military. So it should be really interesting. But yeah, Richard Rojas, and he's on trial for murder and some other stuff. It's going to be held at 100 Center Street on the 15th floor. This, I think it's Monday, yeah, on the 23rd. Yeah, I think COVID stopped. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Asa. You have a good mind. Asa, you're smart. You have a sharp mind. That makes a lot of sense. Asa is saying, I think COVID stopped court in 100 Center Street for 2 years. This is why bail reform was put in place and criminals were let right back out. Bingo. I think you're right there. Yeah. I want to see it. I want to go to the case. To that trial. Yes, it resumes on Monday, on the 23rd of this month, May. And it seems to be blocked from the media. That's a major attack on New Yorkers, and it's not being called a terrorist attack. And why? Because he's a dark-skinned Hispanic. If it was a white person, they'll call him a terrorist, right? Right? Murder is murder. They're calling the guy from Buffalo, him a terrorist. And it's really convenient that they found all this. Yeah, the guy in Buffalo. They said, what's that? They found more information about him. That family, what's that? Last year he had a problem, and he did go. Oh, the school that he went to notified the police. So there's a record of him. They know who he is, and they just didn't do anything. Nothing. And then the day before the shooting, he allegedly drops off this ammo at some friend's house, and his friends notified the authorities, and they did nothing. This is all leading me to think that there's something that's being socially engineered here. It's not an organic event. It's something that's being, in my opinion, crafted. Wow. Oh, you know what else? The shooter. Yeah, I did earlier video today regarding the woman wearing the pink top and the blue pants. They had gotten her name. She was the one that was on the ground and performing. She allegedly had her daughter and either her daughter or her boyfriend's daughter were in the store when everything went loose. She said for 20 minutes she didn't know where her daughter or boyfriend was, and that's why she was freaking out. But it just, yeah, remember the thing with the hands? Oh, she's 33 years old, and you know the distance from the alleged shooter drive to the target took 3 hours and 33 minutes. So I thought, how much more coincidence could you get? How many more similarities? Everything with the three. The boyfriend, the witness, the witness of the boyfriend and the girl, both are 33. And it took 3 hours and 33 minutes to drive to the target. You know, what is the likelihood something like that? So it seems to me for people who are in the know to have these certain numbers, you know, patterns, is to let the insiders know this is, you know, it's not what it looks like. Yeah, that lady was not a baker. Yeah, Asa, did you see that video I did earlier this morning about the baker? I used to be a professional baker. I was a lot of different occupations. Yeah, I got my certificate in pastry arts. You couldn't have nails like that and be a caterer. Yeah, oh, you caught it, yeah. Yeah, I just caught it, yes. It's baloney. You don't have hands like that. Did you see them? If you're a professional, if you're a caterer, not only is she just a baker or a caterer, she owns it. Oh God. Yeah. Yes, I agree. I agree, Asa. The lady's nails were too funky to touch donut. Yes. You couldn't have hands like that and handle food. You can't. You cannot. And you're an owner, and that's how you present yourself? I mean, I'm not the best, you know, but at least my hands are clean. These are my hands. These are my hands, my natural hands. I used to do baking. And when I was going for a job once, you know, 20-something years ago, and the guys wanted to look at my hands. He said, "Do you have to cut your nails?" I said, "Yeah," and I cut them. And then so when the day I was to start there, my nails were short. Yeah, no problem. You cannot have long and like that. Excuse me. You can't have that. And Asa, you know, someone sharing about the guy with the black guy with the shirt, Lewis. So maybe that's why he likes to sit out. I mean, I don't know. He sits out there in front of the shop. I mean, the supermarket, and he just wants to talk to the white dude. Why does he like to sit and to see now he's at least the guy on that thing is a yes. You got it. Yeah. And he looks young, the guy. The perpetrator. I mean the alleged shooter. Yeah. Sitting there looking exactly Asa. Looking for kids. And that shooter looks very young. Okay, he only got arrested for the little girl, the 8-year-old girl, but maybe like young looking dudes also. I mean, who knows? And why would you give him Gatorade? Why this intellectual talk with some guy? It just doesn't sit right. But this answers it. And so the guy said, you know, because the guy that the alleged shooter said, "Well, what time? Are you going to be here tomorrow?" He said, "Yes, around 5 o'clock." So I also let the guy know what time not to show up. Don't show up at 5 o'clock when he's out there. So he gets out there at the end of the day, you know, at the end of a regular work day for most people, 9 to 5. He used to come at 5:30. He came there 2:30. So he wasn't intending on shooting the guy. So I don't know why he's saying, "Oh, I could have been a target." No, you already told him what time you're going to be there. See that? It's really, I don't know. What stranger guys, young looking people soda. Oh, what, I'm sorry. When stranger buys young looking people soda, yeah. Yes, that shooter looked for, yeah, he looked young, in my opinion, yes. He looked very, very young. Very young. Want to befriend him. I don't know. And then there's another witness that I made mention, McKnight. And he spoke the same way as Lewis regarding the t-shirt. So what? Someone has a t-shirt that says Lewis. I mean a t-shirt that says genius. Then people have all types of things written on their t-shirts. Because they all want to focus on this one guy. And it said that he was there in March. Could there have been something out in that Oh. Something that was in that Gatorade. Yeah, they specifically mentioned Gatorade. That's a sports drink, Gatorade. Why would you give him that? And he just came out of the supermarket. So what did he buy in that supermarket? Remember, he said he saw the guy leave the supermarket and feel like he needed to talk to him. Why did he need to talk to him? Maybe that man put something in his drink to take it. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that was the day before. Yeah, that wasn't the day of. That is interesting. But yeah, he gave him the drink the day before. And they talked for 2 hours. Why would a so-called racist want to sit down, have an intellectual talk with a black man wearing his t-shirts about black people, black kings and all that? You think a white hater was going to want to sit down and talk? See, it's very reminiscent of the church shooting that happened, what's that, in Charleston? Someplace in the South? And his name is, Dylan Roof? That's another really problematic story. Very, very problematic. Look at his Facebook. He's a star on there now. Grady Harris. Oh, really? Let's take a look. Let me take a look. Let me get my Facebook. Let's see. Okay, let me type in. Okay. Grady News. Let me type in Grady. Let's see. Okay. Articles. Buffalo News. A day before racist massacre, top regular says he unknowingly spoke with gunmen. But yeah, he's a big guy. Let's see. I'm trying to find his. He has a website. I mean, what's his full name? I typed in Grady Lewis, but I don't see his Grady Lewis wit. I don't see it. Yeah, they just have videos. I can find his. Yes, he does. Grady. Oh, okay. Grady Harris Lewis. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking. Look at his face with his star. Grady Harris Lewis. Thank you. Let me try. Oops. Hey. Was it okay? Maybe it's this one. Grady. I see something here. Grady Lewis from Buffalo. Let me try that. Had 2 followers. From Buffalo, New York. I don't think that's that may not be it. Not that. Maybe it's another. Maybe that's another one. Okay, that looks okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna do something. Oh wow! It says someone. It was his birthday. It was that other lady's birthday. The lady wearing the pink top. It was her birthday yesterday too. They all have the same birthday. Wait a minute. Wow. Let's see. It said, let me get it. It says something about that it was a birthday. Yeah. Oh. Look at, I'm gonna show this. Wow. Let me show you. His birthday's on this, okay, May 19th. That's yesterday. It was the girl's birthday too. Wow. Let me turn the camera. Yeah, this is Grady Harris Lewis. Okay, that looks the same guy. Look at look at that. This is a crotch shot. Look at that. That's an adult. And that's a child. That looks like a child. You got some on. Looks like, what's that? Africa? Little animals. He's a sex. The guy on the sex offender list. And, same birthday as you showed me on the sex offender list. And as you see here, very interesting. Look that's a child. That's him with a child. With a crotch shot. Look at, you see that, people? See that? This is Facebook. He got 703 friends. And he likes to show on his banner a crotch shot of an adult, and that looked like a little child reading some type of literature on animals. It looks like it says the word Africa. Wow, this really gets thick. Isn't it nasty? That is, I don't know. Yeah. Why would you have that on your... Why would you have that if you're a sex offender and have what looks like a little child or a small person that looks like a man, that looks like a male. This looks like it to be a male, not a girl, but it looks like a man. In my opinion, I don't gather that that's a female. In my opinion, again, you don't see the face, but what the person is wearing. Yes, you have girls that wear pants, but that seems, I don't know. Can you check his whole Facebook and pro Black Power, Malcolm X stuff? Let's see. Can you check his? Oh, I see what you're asking me. Let's see. Let's take a look. Grady Harris Lewis, I can't wait to get my testimony on Oprah. Ancestors, spirit guides, interest. Okay, let's see. Some don't know, but Pat Coletta was one of my favorite Buffalo Sabre players. Okay. When was that posted? When is that? Oh, 1 hour. Okay. Is that what that means when it says 1 hour? That's when he posted it 1 hour ago? Grady Harris Lewis, 1 hour. On my Earth Day, I was surrounded by billions of dollars. Look at that. What do you mean he's surrounded by billions of dollars? You see what that says? On my Earth Day, I was surrounded by billions of dollars. Oh, is that what it means? That he's maybe received a lot of money? One hour, let's see. A beautiful Earth Day present. I'm going to tell a little secret. I have a little thing for Asian women, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell nobody. Oh, he probably calls kids dollars. Okay. Okay, this 1 hour ago. Look at that. That's so tacky. Oh, he went purple. Okay. There's a YouTuber out there. 2 comments. Okay, there's a YouTuber out there by name of Franchot Pearson, and he studies things like this, things that kind of look kind of different, and they were in purple. It's his birthday yesterday. Okay, and sorry. He notices with occult things that a lot of times people wear purple, and it's to signal certain things. And purple, or what he calls Phoenician blue, and the likelihood that certain people wear certain patterns and things like that, it's not usual. What does his shirt say? Find your body. What's that? I can't really read that. I am just concerned that now that he's been on the news, kids will recognize him from TV and trust him more. Oh, very good. Very, very good. So, okay, there's balloons. See that? So this probably is the area. Looks like some type of celebration. You see flowers on the ground, and this is a police thing. Why would you be in between the police tape? What does that mean? See that, people? He's on one side of the tape and she's on the other. Why would they have that? Why? This is weird. Okay, they're beautiful and exquisite. My 16-year-old is smitten as well. I don't know. That's yesterday. Okay, that's somebody else. Don't tell none. Yeah. A cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Okay, got a female. Melanin child. The power of color on melanated skin. Okay, I don't know. Okay, 19. I don't. Okay. Who put that up? Okay. Okay, so he posted this up. I guess. Yeah, has his name 11 hours ago. Grady House Lewis was live 19 hours. Hey, let's play it. Let's see what it says. Okay, look at it. Sounds awful. Okay, they have the red. Okay, they have the Garvey flag. Group something. Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough. It's not sounding good. Not sounding good at all. Let's see, what's this? Okay, this was yesterday at 12. Let's see what okay, he was live. Let's press it.
Unbelievable. Today, born day. Unbelievable. I had an opportunity today. I told my parents I celebrate my birthday. I got a beautiful gift yesterday.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you, Asa. Yeah, that's right, Asa.
Beautiful. I had a chance to meet Bob Ray.
Okay, it doesn't sound good. Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, so this was all yesterday. Yeah, the recording doesn't sound very good for whatever reason. Yeah, they were in purple and blue. What's that? Jesse Clipper post. Okay, that's what we saw that already. Okay, we saw that. That, yeah, it was Clumple. That was the second one. This was the next one. Okay. Happy Holidays, Malcolm X Day. That was yesterday at 11:38 a.m. Okay. Let's see. Grady House Lewis is feeling loved. Okay. Yesterday at 11:11. That's an occult number. Okay, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, and especially mines. A lot of things that are going on in our country today. as I feel it's a woman's choice because it's her body. And I like to thank my mother for making a way and having me. For today, I was born in her day. Oh, I'm born in is her day. I don't know why we celebrate ourselves, because we're not the ones that did anything. It was the mothers. Seymour. Okay. He sexually abused, yeah, he sexually abused an 8-year-old little girl. How is he not in prison? He is a government agent now to be let out of prison. That is weird. So he seems to be comfortable with all different types of people. I will happily take any born day wishes here. Thank you. Purchase with my little brother. Okay. Okay, so just as a regular. Respect my existence or respect my resistance. What's it? Resistance or resistance. Finally realizing mass murders and crazy people rule the world. Cheeseburger. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so he just has nothing really. Okay, blue, black, something. Let's see, his t-shirt. Okay, this one was May 18th. Okay, May 18th. Let's see what this one says.
Less than 24 hours before my born date, 51. I still got only 2 hours of sleep. I think maybe as much as I possibly can at this particular point in time. So room. I don't.
Okay, that's
Coming a
all.
little bit closer.
And fast forward.
The FBI took me into person. And I was close. Some of the blood still look well.
I don't know. It doesn't seem interesting. He's going to talk to someone for a mass shooter for 2 hours, but he doesn't sound articulate. He really doesn't sound articulate in his videos. And it's very gobbled. Yeah. Cheeseburger says, everything happens for a reason and multiple reasons. Survivor's guilt might be his punishment. Asa says, my question is, why is it that he can wear wear shirts like Black King and Black God, but if a white guy wore a t-shirt saying white power or white king, they would be racist? You have a very good point. And again, why did the 18-year-old just had a teacher that said genius? That's all it said, genius. And that was suspicion. But again, you see, he's not very articulate on his channel. But yet he can debate a shooter for 2 hours, you know, and get him a Gatorade. If you're just coming out of a supermarket, why would you have to then give him a Gatorade? Did he say he was thirsty? Let's see what else. Hate, it has caused a lot of problems in this world, but it has not solved one yet. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, he has a, his stage, his channel overall seems basically neutral for what, from his demographics. It's just pretty standard. Let's see, when is this one going? That's May 16. When did the shooting take place? What day was that? Let me put this one on.
It just came to me. Yep.
I'm sorry. Come on.
One more thing that just came to me. Since I've been out here on Jefferson, after that shooting, I see police officers out here, hundreds of police officers.
Okay, it's very garbled. Okay. Yeah, he was live streaming, but evidently he didn't have a strong signal. And so it's all garbled. Right, it's very problematic. Yeah, so his channel doesn't seem anything really out of the normal for his demographics, but the only thing that's problematic for me, knowing that he has, if it's the same person, the person in question has the same birthday as his, has the same name, and it looked like him, but this picture of what looks to me a little child and an adult man, that's problematic for me. That is very problematic. Wow. Let me turn around. Yeah, I think this story is going to get more and more problematic. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go and sit on that court hearing with Richard Rojas. And people should be focused on that. There's nothing televised about it here in New York City. And it happened right here, where you have about, the news outlets are showing everything else. What are they trying to hide with this individual, Richard Rojas? What are they possibly wanting to hide? Is it because he's a veteran? Maybe he's going to give some, they're going to question him about his time in service. This is really interesting. Why don't they want you to know that? If it's about, hate crime, you got to expose the hate. If you were a different color, would there be a different outcome? Would it be televised? But because he's a dark-skinned Hispanic fellow, they want to cover that up. So I don't like that. News is news. If someone attacks someone in your town, your village, you should know about it, regardless of their race, religion, color, orientation. News is news, and the news is to protect one another, so that if that person is out, you'll know who that person is. Leave the politics out and just show the news for New Yorkers, so we can protect ourselves. Okay, Asa is saying, do you remember in the 70s and 80s where mass murders would talk about for months? Now it's 2 days and on to the next, like nothing happened. Yes, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, it's like something major can happen, or that the guy that went on the train and started shooting up people. He shot a lot of people. and nothing on him. Okay, Ace is saying, he is smiling and laughing on the news while being interviewed. Who lies at 10 people being so... Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. I did report something like that. That somebody, how they would be, how they weren't acting, their behavior seemed very problematic. Yeah. Yeah, the Times Square guy, that drove through, even that one was problematic. Very problematic. Who knows? I can't think of anything else, but yeah, this is a real show. This is not news anymore. I feel that the news outlets are all in on what game is being played for the season. And I'm concerned that, they have news, but they exclude it. And so you could be prone to, you can get injured. So yeah, this is very, that girl, trying to remember that girl's name. Oh, I won't. Yeah, the female in question, the one in the pink top, the alleged baker. Yeah, try, type in her name and find out, find what you could get on her. I mean, I hate for it to sound like that. I mean, who is this person really? I don't think that they're a baker, that they own a catering house. I don't believe that. I really don't. It seems that they just took random people. I'm wondering whether you may have occasions where they get what they call crisis actors, and they pay them to say certain things, to say that they do certain occupations, whatever, to create a story. I don't really believe a lot of things with the news. It's not news. When I was back in the 1970s and early 80s, the news used to go on. They just gave the news. But I was told. I know of an individual who used to work. They had a client. The news outlet was one of the accounts, and they had to go repair certain machines there. And he saw them reading from the paper. And even the jokes. It's all on the paper. Everything you see on the news, what's said, is a script. They're not giving the news. The news wouldn't have, like, someone's, okay, you can laugh now, or you do this, or say this to so-and-so. That's not news. And that's why they get, like, awards, like, what do you call that, Emmy? Daytime awards. Because it's daytime entertainment. It's not news. Everything you see them reading is from a script. And those who are more convincing are paid more money. That's what it looks like, in my opinion. That's what it looks like. It's not news, people. Go on and get some news. Go out and find out what's going on. You hear about something, investigated, and share it on YouTube or whatever social media that you like. And we start educating one another. We start sharing with one another and find out there seems to be a common denominator. There seems to be a common denominator. Yeah, they said they let people out of prison to use for yes. Oh, that's right. I heard about something about about someone killing homeless people. I heard I wasn't watching the news that much back then. Yeah, I heard about something like that. What is that guy's name? The guy from that did the shooting on the tree. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, then write that. Shooter on the train in New York City. Yeah, oh god, it's right on top. Oh, it was on Nightline. Yeah, that was 1 month ago. Wow, 1 month ago already. Okay. Let's see what Nightline says. This is interesting. Oops, sorry. Okay. Remember that guy? Remember him? Well, they said it's 1 month ago already. Officers arrested alleged shooter Frank James. I see that. Commercials.
Cat can tap.
Sorry about that. All these commercials.
After nearly 30 hours of unease, the search for the New York City subway shooter ending in an unexpectedly calm manner.
We were able to shrink his world quickly. There was nowhere left for him to run.
Police taking Frank James, who was recharging his phone on a busy Manhattan street, into custody without incident. The 62-year-old had slipped into the crowd and disappeared yesterday after opening fire on a subway car in Brooklyn, injuring 29 people and leading authorities on a full-scale manhunt encompassing several states. Bystanders capturing his arrest on camera, videos flooding social media.
I knew it was him, like, instantly, and I told my wife, I was like, sweetheart, we gotta go. The subway shooter's right behind us.
Lee Vasu is a local artist who owns a gallery just blocks from where today's events unfolded. He says he recognized the suspect right away.
I kept my distance safely, but I did not let him out of my sight until I was able to tell a police officer that there he is.
I told him, guys, trust me, this is the guy.
Zach DeHaan, who was in a nearby store, says he spotted James and flagged down police.
I see the police walking from over there. I thought the police, this is the guy. He did that problem in Brooklyn. This guy, catch him, guys, catch him. And he catch him. Thank God we catch him.
Authorities say it was a Crime Stoppers tip that led to James's capture. But in an almost unbelievable turn of events, they say he was the one who made that call.
And that's where police were sent. Problem is, when they arrived, he wasn't there.
They start driving around the neighborhood looking for him. They see him on the corner of St. Mark's and First, and they take him into custody. No incident, and take him into custody.
Great, why? Why those people?
Tonight, James is being held in federal custody, charged with terror-related offenses.
This was a combination of good police work and good luck.
Authorities laid out a detailed timeline of James' movements leading up to today's arrest. They say investigators poured over hours of surveillance video, trying to piece together what happened.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so he seemed like he wanted to be caught. You know, he called the cops himself and he's at a location, but he did leave. But still, he wanted to get caught. Yeah, someone's suggesting to put down Google shooter of homeless in New York City. Let me write that. Let me write that. Let me put that down. Shooter. Shooter of homeless in New York City. Let's see what that says. Come on. Okay. Police, let's see. Suspect who shot homeless men in New York City also wanted for a homeless shooting in D.C. Okay, let's click on that. Yeah, it's about 2 months. Okay. Wait, what's this? Okay, exclusive video of suspect wanted in shooting death of homeless man. Gunmen sought in shooting of 5 homeless men in New York City. Let me do the first one.
Verizon just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
I'm sorry.
We've been customers for years.
We got iPhone 13.
Okay. Let me just put on mute for the video.
And that breaking news spans from New York City to Washington, D.C. Police in both cities believe there is a serial shooter on the loose who targets homeless men. Hello, I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Sandra Bookman. A joint statement tonight from both police departments details a series of shootings that they believe are connected, all carried out by one man.
Police believe yesterday's shootings in the West Village and Chinatown are connected, and they're looking into the possibility today's shooting in Tribeca is also part of the series. Police in Washington, D.C. say the 3 shootings that targeted homeless men there are connected to the Manhattan shootings. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang joins us from the latest shooting location in Tribeca. Lucy.
Well, Joe and Sandra, in a stunning development, authorities believe some kind of vigilante is now targeting society's most vulnerable, trying to kill those who live on the street. Take a look behind me. Most of the shootings happened during the overnight hours. Tonight's attack happened around dinner time. The killer seems to be becoming more brazen as he leaves a trail of victims from D.C. to New York.
Wow, terrorists.
I was at a gunshot. I didn't know where
terrorists.
one loud bang.
The latest victim was not just a nameless, faceless person on the street. He was a neighbor. Families here tried to help.
One woman I was just talking to take him to church. People around here would give them money and food.
Sunday night, another homeless person is fatally shot, this time on Murray Street in normally quiet Tribeca. Adding to the shock, authorities now believe a traveling serial killer hunting the homeless has worked his way from Washington, D.C. to New York City. On Saturday, the surveillance video in Chinatown shows the gunman kicking one of his victims and looking around before fatally shooting the man in his yellow sleeping bag. An hour earlier in the West Village, another homeless man was shot, but he survived. Before this weekend, 3 were shot in D.C. One of them shot and stabbed, then set on fire. He died. After those 3 attacks, 3 more shootings this weekend in New York City. Officials believe this man is responsible for the first 5 shootings. Detectives trying to confirm if he also killed the 6th victim in Tribeca. We're told the MO is extremely similar.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to...
I'm sorry, oops, okay, this was okay.
News for today, I'm Yang.
And I'm Jumi Olabanji. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday, March 15th. We will get to that breaking news right now here at 6 o'clock. D.C. police say they have a suspect in custody in connection to the attacks on men experiencing homelessness in D.C. and in New York City.
The man was arrested just a few hours ago around 3 o'clock this morning on Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast D.C.
News Force Justin Finch live at D.C. Police headquarters with the latest on these breaking details. Justin.
Jumi, good morning. That's right. That word now coming in from D.C. Police just moments ago that a man is now in custody in connection to this case. Those 5 men experiencing homelessness who were all shot between D.C. and New York City, 2 of which have died. That man is now in police custody, now under arrest. This all comes after the recent release of those new suspect images. As you mentioned, he was located overnight on the 2700 block of Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast, and we are told this man fits the description of the face you are seeing on those images. Mayor Bowser and D.C. Police Chief Robert Conti calling this man depraved, linking him to the 5 shootings of men experiencing homelessness, 2 of which have died. In D.C., homeless outreach teams were going out to get word to encampments, warning of this danger and offering shelter. Chief Conti had been saying that tips have been coming in over the past few days as this case was being pursued. And speaking Monday, Mayor Bowser encouraged those who are unhoused to seek shelter for their safety, given that threat on the streets.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay. So they have the suspect there. Yeah, that one I heard in passing. I was in the park and someone was telling me something about homelessness, but I other than that I didn't see anything on the news. You know, usually, you know, YouTube seems to present videos that are trending and also based on watching history. But no, you know, sometimes I don't even have to watch a particular subject, and they refer me videos on a particular subject. So yeah. So yeah, is he called a terrorist? You know, it's like they're only going to call certain people terrorists. So it's not being really truthful. You're gonna paint a picture that only certain types of people you can call terrorists. Okay, so have you heard about the persons starting forest fires all through Central? No. When was that, Asa? No, I haven't heard that one. No. So let's see. Let me put that in there too. Arsonist. Arsonist in Central Park. Oh, that was 2 months ago too. Oh, I didn't know about that one. I go there all the time, as you know. Wow. Fires in Central Park. Let me show that. I think I'm on. Okay. They haven't caught him yet. He's done it many times. Never even heard. You get some good news. I mean, you're very well informed in New York City. Yeah, I don't read. I don't get the newspaper. Let's see. That's 2 months ago. Proves about multiple brush fires in New York City. Fox News Christmas tree set on fire in New York City. Let's see. Okay, let me try this one. Oh, sorry, I thought I had it switched. Okay, I'll try this one. Central Park brush fires were arson. Okay, there's some others there. Suspect arson. It says 10 fires. Oh wow, let's do this one. Suspect.
If it is your dream to work at a manned company or
Central Park tourists in shock as flames take over the park, and police say those were no accident. We thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Natalie Pasquarella.
And I'm Chuck Scarborough. A lot of unexpected things can happen in Central Park, but brush fires, up to 10 of them in a single day.
Wow.
The police are on the case.
They say those flames are the work of a busy arsonist in the northwest section of the park near 110th Street. News 4's Mark Santia live with a breaking news update there from Central Park. Mark.
Natalie and Chuck, you walk through the area over here, the north section of the park here, and you see several pockets burned by those small fires, and now the search for a suspect.
Smoke wafted across Central Park North this afternoon.
And you can see smoke coming down 8th Avenue.
Law enforcement sources tell News 4 a person was seen setting fires in the wooded areas near 107th and Central Park West.
They're destroying our city itself. So that's what's got me concerned.
Deliberately destroying Central Park. Terry Murphy says it just doesn't make sense.
If we don't get a grip on this soon, we're not going to be able to enjoy the park. And it's just a shame when our quality of life is that where we can't even go to the park anymore.
It's just, it's unthinkable. I mean, it's just such a horrible, sick thing to do. It really is.
David Ward was out for a walk in the park and had to change direction because of the heavy smoke. Firefighters knocked down 6 to 10 small rubbish and brush fires, and they continued to put out hot spots as stubborn wisps of smoke and smoldering embers refused to go without a fight. This Central Park enthusiast says it is disturbing one person can cause so much damage.
I'm very concerned. It's very concerning. This is such a treasure to the neighborhood. And
I just put on pause. Say, this just reminds me of something. Remember 2 years ago, the Karen of Central Park, Central Park Cooper, Amy Cooper. Remember Amy Cooper 2 years ago of this month, May 2020. A man saw a lady that had their dog was off leash, and so he asked her, the Rambles. Well, there's an update. Let me turn around. There's an update on the story. Just by chance, I found it today. Earlier today, I was using my phone and my iPad, and it was hard for me to navigate. It kept on messing up. But when I was going through it, before I started filming, I must have clicked on something, and this video pops up regarding that man, Christian Cooper. Christian Cooper is the gentleman who told the lady, Amy Cooper, they're not related, they just have the same last name, to put her dog on a leash. And she gets offended, and she calls the cop. And during the time she was calling the cops and giving a false police report, he was taping her. And when he had left, once she put the dog on the leash, and then he leaves, and he showed it to her. He showed it to his sister, and his sister put it on her social media, and everybody found out about it. The lady did get fired from her job, but yeah, there is an update to the story. And one thing, I think it was earlier this month, I get the opportunity to meet him. Yes, I met Christian Cooper. He seems like a real mellow guy, and I met him at I've seen him 5 times already. He was at the Ramble, and he had the goggles, what do you call them, goggles? Whatever you call them. Well, he had them, and he was with two of the times he was with an individual. He seems very mellow. I did have an opportunity to talk to him. Well, he's back in the news, and it's a positive story. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, I saw it somewhere on the web, but let me see if YouTube also has it. Let's see. Chris Cooper. Okay. TV show. Yeah, okay. I just found out about today. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Here, 1 year ago. Okay. So, I don't see anything on YouTube, so I'll go on the internet. Yeah, I wanna hold it till I can find it. Okay. Yeah, this is 2 days. Let's see. 2 days ago. Let's see. Let's see. 19 hours ago. Okay, let me do the recent one. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to open it. That's it. Okay. NPR, and this one here. Bird watcher wrongfully accused in Central Park video gets a, okay, well, it's by National Geographic. Let me click on it. Birdwatcher wrongfully accused in Central Park video gets a birdwatching TV show. Is that May 19, 2022? That was just yesterday. This NPR. This is by NPR. Oops. That's him. Yeah, and yeah, we're the same age. Yeah, he seemed like a cool guy too. He seemed very mellow. Okay, so Christian Cooper watches distant shorebirds at the Sony Bono Salton Sea National Wildlife Refuge in California. The National Geographic Channel has announced that Cooper will host a series called Extraordinary Birder. Cooper was in the spotlight after a woman in New York City, Central Park, called the police and falsely accused him of threatening her life in May 2020. Okay. Christian Cooper, the bird-watching black man who was the target of false accusations during an encounter in New York City's Central Park in 2020, has a new TV show airing on National Geographic. You go. Yeah. The channel announced this week that Cooper, a lifelong birdwatcher, will host a series called Extraordinary Birder. In the series, Cooper will take viewers into the wild, wonderful, and unpredictable world of birds, according to National Geographic. Whether breathing, etc., etc. Wow. It says, in an interview with the New York Times, Cooper said his love for birdwatching began at age 10, and he told the newspaper he was all in when National Geographic approached him about the possibility of a TV show nearly a year and a half ago. Wow, so they contacted him. Interesting. I love spreading the gospel of birding, he said in the Times interview. The 59-year-old was thrust into the spotlight in May 2020 after Amy Cooper, no relations, a white woman with a dog, called the police saying he threatened her and her dog. In a video recorded by Christian Cooper, Amy Cooper is shown calling the police, telling 911 dispatchers, "I'm in the ramble, and there's a man, African American, he has a bicycle." I didn't hear that. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog, etc., etc. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. Let me show you that event. Let me put this down. Yeah. And it's because of him. Excuse me. When I was at the Ramble, I got to see him for the first time. I think it was earlier this month or last month. I wrote it on my calendar because I was very excited. But yeah, it was because of him. I started going to the Ramble. I was going to Central Park, but I didn't know about this other section, and it really became a showpiece of many of the videos that I used to do. I used to do live streaming in Central Park. I would get up early in the morning, and I had my camera. Yes, it looked really rustic, and I would be talking, and then I would, once I got to the Ramble, show the camera, like that, So, yeah. It's because of him. So I thanked him. I said, thank you for standing up, standing your ground, and because of you, I come to the Ramble. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you could. There's other things. Let me see. That's by Good Morning America. Let me see. Christian Cougars being racially targeted. Let's see. It's 1 year ago. Yeah, there's 2 videos here. Okay. Let me see. That was Good Morning America. I'll do the Good Morning America. Oops. So I keep forgetting to turn around. Okay. Yeah, there's this one here and this one here. Well, I'll watch it. Let me show this one.
What if positive change was only one design away?
Sorry. I don't want you to hear those commercials. Rather. Sorry about that.
Steve, we have an orchard Oriole up here, not just a Baltimore Oriole. Yep, orchard Oriole. Orchard Oriole. That's what's been singing. That's what threw me off. It's not an indigo bunting. It's not a northern water thrush. I'm embarrassed I even suggested those things. That's an orchard Oriole. That's what's been singing.
Let me see, fast forward, let me see.
You know, how can one flare up piece? But it doesn't. It's obviously been fed by people's behavior so that we can document it and push for some change. You have to understand this is a conflict that's been going on for years.
Oh, let's back up a little bit.
And then we should off.
Oh, let me go back a little more.
And I heard this woman shouting at dogs at the top of her lungs. Sure sign that the dog's off the leash. Here in the Ramble, which is a protected area.
Let me go back just a little. I'm sorry, I want to get
You
right
see
at
where those 2 people are walking dogs at the top of her lungs. Left a pit stop, bathrooms over there. I was walking down this way. I'd actually pretty much finished my birding for the day, so I was on my way out of the park. I was walking along here, and I heard this woman shouting at dogs at the top of her lungs. Sure sign that the dog's off the leash. Here in the Ramble, which is a protected area. You see where those 2 people are walking right now? That's about where she was. And you'll see right there is a sign that says dogs must be on the leash at all times. That's where the dog was running around in the plantings. So, you know, basically at this point I decided I'm going to record, because that's what some of us have been doing is, you know, taking out our iPhones and recording the scofflaw behavior so that we can document it and push for some change. And you have to understand this is a conflict that's been going on for years.
Oh,
I'm trying to look for birds up here, and
There's a whole park. Nobody's ever had a problem with me except for you.
and we try to document it so that we can say, hey, look, this is what's going on in the Ramble. The dog's supposed to be unleashed all the time. So I pull out the iPhone. She didn't like that at all. Not one bit. Please don't come close to me.
Please take your photo.
Please don't come close to
I'm
me.
taking pictures of the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Watch this. See, people are reporting it.
Her attempt to threaten and weaponize the police against a black man.
Because it was a racist act.
That's the
but
sister.
does that define her entire life? I don't know.
And now here you have this woman who...
No, I thought they were going to show... Stop that, Lily. Lily, stop that. My dog is scratching. My dog is scratching on something. Where? Let me find... Yeah, I thought they were going to actually show... Yeah, for whatever reason, they didn't show... Yeah, let me go back a little bit. Okay, maybe this one. Maybe this one might show the actual event.
Create, manage, and grow your business.
Sorry. Yeah, I want you to see what she... Stop that, Lily. Stop. Lily.
There is a family joke that you're not a Cooper until you've been arrested at a protest.
Christian Cooper and his sister Melody have been marching against injustice since before they were old enough to walk. My mother would show up to protest with me and Chris in a stroller. But they never imagined how cell phone video of a tense encounter would sweep them up in a national crisis. It happened just hours before George Floyd died.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Christian, a 57-year-old Harvard-educated science editor, was birdwatching in a wooded area of New York's Central Park called the Ramble when he encountered a woman whose dog was loose.
I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, but dogs in the Ramble have to be on the leash at all times." And she said, "Well, the dog runs are closed."
What made you pull out the phone and start recording it?
Well, that's a little bit of the irony. It had nothing to do with race. It was just a conflict between a dog walker and a birder. Please don't come close to
I'm
me.
taking pictures of the cops.
Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
She basically pulled the pin on the race grenade and tried to lob it at me.
She says, though, at one point that you said to her, "Look, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, and you're not going to like it."
That's absolutely true.
He says he only planned to offer a treat to the dog to get the owner to leash it. It's an old birdwatcher's trick that dog owners tend to resent.
I'm sorry, I'm in the Ramble.
At the point that she makes that phone call, it's very clear that, there is no physical threat to her at all. It's the iPhone and the dog treats.
But Christian Cooper says the woman, coincidentally named Amy Cooper, knew exactly what to say to get police to respond.
There is an African-American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
She was going to tap into a deep, deep, dark vein of racism, of racial bias that runs through this country and has for centuries.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you that. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
By the time police arrived, Christian and Amy both had gone. All I could think of was the police arriving and throwing him to the ground and putting him in a chokehold.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was important too. Yeah, and as it says, that incident happened, what was that, hours before the Floyd incident, the Floyd murder, when the cop had put his knee on his neck and he couldn't breathe and he passed away. Is it a coincidence? So yeah, this incident, when I got it, and I heard of this incident first. Later on, I heard about the Floyd. I was hesitant to watch Floyd because the thumbnail, they had it. I'm kind of sensitive sometimes to, I just didn't think I could take it. But I was getting more and more videos, recommendations. I said, I can't avoid it. Let me take a look at it. Wow, it was too intense for me. Yeah, but because of the video with Christian Cooper, the bird watcher, I have a habit now to go to the Ramble. Yeah, and my dogs love it. My dogs love it. So it's really something how news could influence you, and you get to maybe meet them later on. Again, I had no idea that he was going to be there. It's over, almost exactly 2 years ago. Oh, wait a minute. It might have already just happened. Wait a minute. I think it, what date did that happen? So I'm trying to find what date actually happened. Yeah, this broadcast is June 9th, but it happened in May. Let me see if it has the date when it happened. Okay, well, if anybody knows what day it actually happened, was it the same day that George Floyd was murdered? Just for clarification, does anyone know? Let me see here. I'm gonna put down, yes, and I want to know which one. It could have happened the same day. Let me see. I'll put Google. Let's see. Yeah, I think George Floyd, oops, I don't really want to. Okay, Floyd. I think it was the 25th. Let's see. Chris Cooper Ramble incident. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. It's the same day. It's the same day. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. This is something else. Wow. Okay. Central Park bird watching incident. Wikipedia. Central Park bird watching incident was a confrontation on May 25, 2020 between Amy Cooper. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. You see that, people? Is this by, I mean, I'm glad I'm doing this. See, when I talk to you guys, you viewers, and we talk together, see, you bring ideas and information on the table. Who would have known it was the same day? Hello? Let's see. This is really interesting. Look at that. Okay, we read it. The Central Park birdwatching incident was a confrontation on May 25, 2020 between Amy Cooper, a white woman walking her dog, and Christian Cooper, no relations, a black man who was birdwatching in a section of New York City's Central Park known as The Ramble. Amy Cooper's dog was unleashed in The Ramble, an area where leashing is required. She allegedly refused Christian Cooper's request that her dog be leashed. When Christian beckoned the dog towards him with a dog treat, Amy yelled, "Don't you touch my dog." Amy started recording, I'm sorry. Christian started recording Amy, who placed a 911 call, 911, telling them there is an African American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. Please send cops immediately. By the time New York City Police Department officers responded, both parties had left. The incident received wide publicity when a video of part of the incident went viral in the hours following the event. On July 6, 2020, the Manhattan District Attorney announced that Amy Cooper had been charged with filing a false police report, a misdemeanor with a penalty of up to 1 year in jail. She was arraigned on October 14. The charges against her were dropped in February 2021, after she completed an educational course. The Central Park incident happened the same day. Watch this. The Central Park incident happened the same day as the arrest and murder of George Floyd. Both incidents gained nearly instant media coverage due to being passerbys and to the video being shared on social media. You see that? You see that, people? They had, oh my goodness. You know what this means? It's just, they're setting up people. You think it's just by chance that those two events, New York City, a very big city, and then the incident with George Floyd? So if one failed, the other one's going to kick in. If one failed, so they were hoping, the powers at large were hoping that he would still be there and fighting. Well, one thing, I don't know whether Yeah, the media liked Chris Cooper. Yeah, the media liked. Let's see if any pictures here. I don't see any pictures. Let's see any other pictures. Where is he now? Where did it go? Okay, yeah, the media likes him. Chris Cooper. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. I saw him 5 times at the Ramble, but he has like backing. Yeah, this guy he has a smart sister, so it's his sister. Because I asked who's older, but I just see in the picture, they gave the video just before this one. Yeah, it showed the little baby and the sister, so we know who's older. Because I asked, well, who's older? Okay, I got it right. We all know who is older. Yeah, he has a very good sister to do that, help him out. Yeah, the media really liked him. After the incident, he was interviewed by several people, and they were very, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of things, like something I really can't say, but yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. How many of you knew that the Birdwatcher incident and the George Floyd incident was the same day? How many of you? So the anniversary is coming up. Today's the 20th. And so just 5 days from now. Wow, it's a lot of coincidences. Here with the, what was I going to say now? The shooting in Buffalo, the witness, yeah, not me, the witness, birthdays yesterday. Yeah, the guy that allegedly is the same guy who was arrested for a sexual assault on an 8-year-old female, and then the other witnesses, the female, their birthdays yesterday also. Did I get that right, people? The guy that had the T-shirt with the Black Kings. I showed you his Facebook, and it said, his birthday, and you saw within his Facebook, he talked about today's his birthday, Earth Day, he calls it, and that the other people, it's their birthday too, and she's 33 years old, and he's 30, boyfriend's 33. See, the numbers will keep on repeating. You're going to see patterns. So both of these events, the Birdwatcher and Floyd, was to occur for whatever reason on that day in 2020. And if one failed, the other was going to kick in. And both of them, it's really unjust. What happened to the Birdwatcher, that was a low blow, that lady. Yeah, he didn't want to press charges. Yeah, Chris Cooper didn't want to, in an interview, he said he wasn't going to press charges. She lost her job because of the incident, and that's enough, he said. That's enough punishment. Yeah, he has a good heart. Yeah, he did. I don't think I would have been as nice. You see, it could have killed him. They could have come, arrest him, but they seem connected, as I said, that the mother, the parent of him, exposed the children to, speaking out and things like that, justice. So they seem connected. And again, he's Harvard graduate, so he's connected, So, isn't yeah. Asa is saying, and then around that same time, that woman blamed a black teen for stealing a phone. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh. Yeah, and after that, yes, that is Soho Karen. Soho Karen. See the social media and the culture is creating these monsters. Or at least they're exposing these monsters that go out of line. Yeah, let's find her. Soho Karen. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking on her about her a couple of months ago. Yeah, sorry, my nose is itching. Yes, so she's known as Soho Karen. Let me go on YouTube. Let's see. Soho Karen. Yeah, they had on the first, yeah. Let's see. Oh, 1 year ago, or 1 month ago. Oh, we can watch that one, the one that's more recent. Let's see. 1 year ago. Wow, she was a real witch. And I used to go to, when I was in the military, I met a woman like Soho Karen. Yeah. They've learned the art of manipulating white men to feel sorry for, and they fall for it. Yeah, she tried to mess me over. A person like this Soho Karen. Let me. Yeah, I don't like her. Yeah. Oh, this looks exciting. Yeah. Let me. Hold my camera. Let me see. Yeah, I think my camera's gonna get. Okay. Oops. Let me put the plug in because I think it's low energy. Okay, yeah, just in case the power's low. Excuse me, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. So this one, let me see. Okay, that's a year ago. Okay, this one is 1 month ago. I can play both. She is really a trip. You know, let me show this one. I'll show this one first. Click on the clue and then I click on the most recent. So we see what the update is. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Yeah, she was a nut job. Oh, sorry. These commercials. Let me.
These are Vessies.
Oh.
They're waterproof.
Sorry.
Yeah, but that.
Sorry about that. These commercials. I was supposed to press. Okay.
To know better. So I will say you're 22.
Let me go back.
You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone.
Mia Ponsetto, the 22-year-old woman who went viral after she falsely accused a black teenage boy of stealing her phone at a hotel in New York City, snaps at Gayle King during an interview with CBS this morning.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old girl. Racism is, how is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime?
In a virtual interview that took place hours before she was arrested in California, Ponsetto straight up snapped at the journalist, hand in the air and all.
Ooh. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
Enough.
So before we dive into all that, let me get you up to speed. On December 26th, Ponsetto was seen on camera approaching a black teenager and his dad, jazz musician Keon Harold, in the lobby of NYC's Arlo Hotel.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No, okay, then show me the.
No, you get a life over there.
Ponsetto accused the 14-year-old boy, Keon Harold Jr., of stealing her phone, ultimately tackling him in an attempt to get the phone. Let me note that later her phone was found at the hotel. Harold captured the alleged assault in a 1-minute video, and the whole thing was also documented on the hotel's surveillance camera.
What, you see two black people?
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone! Harold claims his son was the victim of racial profiling and harassment. Now, back to that interview.
I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently, or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was like hurting his feelings, because that's not my intention. I consider myself to be super sweet.
On Thursday, Ponsetto and her lawyer sat down with King for a Zoom interview, and she claims she never meant to hurt the teen or his father.
I don't feel that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely from the bottom of my heart apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him or if I hurt his feelings.
Ponsetto also accused the musician of assaulting her.
End of the day, the dad did end up slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair and throwing me and dragging me across the ground. So I will say that.
When King pressed her to admit her alleged actions were wrong, Ponsetto did this.
You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone.
Please note Ponsetto's lawyer giving her the old hush-hush.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone.
Ponsetto was arrested Thursday in California by the New York City Police Department.
I'm not sure you're helping yourself here.
And when E.T. asked her attorney about the interview, she explained, quote, "In 20 years of legal practice, frankly, I have not encountered something this way in the sense that I started to question her well-being, and I am genuinely concerned for her mental health at this point. I told her to stop. I was adamant. I was stern, and she was making me feel uncomfortable and everyone else feel uncomfortable, and it was enough." Her attorney revealed that she stormed out after the interview and has not been in contact with her since yesterday. Quote, "I have a client that is not adhering to the advice that I am giving them. It makes it difficult for me to move forward."
It's a very sad story, though. Really,
It is a very sad story.
I think there's something sad about her, and the fact that the trauma that she put this 14-year-old teenager through.
Yeah,
that's not okay.
Okay, now it's that. Yeah. I had to deal with someone in the military in boot camp who was like that, Karen. Yeah, her background, the person, Soho Karen, Puerto Rican and Greek. And so some people, it goes to their head when they're mixed with European, and they think they can do. Some people who think like that think that they could attack and harm black people, and it just reminds me of the woman in boot camp who would instigate, let me click on it, who would instigate fights. She would kick you like what she did to me. She tried to she kicked my table.
Black teenager of stealing her cell phone and then attacked him, pleaded guilty to false imprisonment and a hate crime yesterday. Under the terms of the plea deal, 23-year-old Maya Ponsetto will avoid prison time if she stays out of trouble for 2 years, follows her probation terms for a separate case in California, and attends counseling. Yes. Ponsetto was accused of attacking 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. and his father in the lobby of the Arlo Hotel in Soho last December. She claimed the teen stole her cell phone. It turned out she left it in an Uber. Ponsetto did not answer questions yesterday, but her attorney said they were pleased with the outcome.
Obviously are happy and relieved that this ordeal is over.
Now, if Ponsetto fails to comply with the terms of the plea deal, she is facing up to 4 years in prison.
Okay. She should have gotten jail time. Yeah, she and her mother was arrested for some other thing. Caught on camera. They're on the floor. They were fighting cops. It was really. Let me find that. Saw her Karen fighting cops. Look at that. See, the father has money. I think she said that he's from Greece. Okay, but he has some money, and they use that influence of money to get their way. And I just keep on remembering the girl that, the girl, what I was saying, in the military during boot camp, she would like intimidate people. She didn't like white girls and she didn't like the black girls, and she would say things against them, against us, just because of their race. And she was trying to provoke a fight with me, and she kicked my chair. I said table before, I meant to say the legs of the chair. And she'll turn around and give this stupid smile. She thought I was one of those street girls, evidently, and thought what she wanted me to yell and act like the N-word, right? But I just stared at her. And then she said, "Oh, teacher, people are bothering me," and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, a sicko. And she claimed to be related to every well-known person. She was related to everybody. Everybody famous. Yeah. And the commanding officer, the CO, just would suck her up to her. And she'll never get in trouble. And people were complaining about, no, the people, she started complaining that other people were bothering her. I never said a word to her, nothing. I'm too busy trying to, finish boot camp. I didn't care about some girl from Bronx. She's a Puerto Rican. She was a Puerto Rican girl from the Bronx, and she felt uncomfortable being one of the few Puerto Ricans there, and so she had she was nervous around the whites, and she didn't like blacks, and she would do things to antagonize. And I saw what she was doing, and then the commanding officer would say, "Oh, they're just jealous of you." Yeah, her name was Salas. Yeah. That was her name. That's her last name, the girl in boot camp. She was a sicko. Remind me of that Karen. See, that mindset. Some people, when they get something, or they allegedly marry someone that has money or prestige or status, and she said also, husband was we call a nuke, worked on nuclear power ships or something. And that was supposed to be a big thing back then. She's bragging to everybody. Yeah, and then would do things to try to provoke a fight, and then run to the commanding officer that everybody's bothering me. Yeah, they people like that, they probably learn this behavior as a child. Yeah, I know the type. Sorry. I know the type. I don't like, let me get my lips are dry. Yeah, I don't like the type. There's some things you don't have to even do anything. You could be minding your business. Okay. You could be minding your own business, and they just look, they stalk you around. They look, and they say, that's a so-and-so type of person. I'm going to try to do this. And she's going to act like the N-word, and I'm going to, get her in trouble. Yeah, smart ass. Okay, let me do Soho Karen fighting cops. Okay, let me show you that. Yeah. I hope she fails so they can throw her back. Yeah, see, I don't want to be around these people. Oops, let me turn it. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a record. Soho Karen hits out at cops during DUI arrest months before New York City incident. Daily Mail TV. Let's see. Okay. Oh, they did a report on her. Yeah, this was good too. This guy was good. The Soho Karen. He did a profile on her. Let me do this one. This is a short one.
We're the ones that wake to the light.
Sorry, these commercials.
In the Soho Karen case, after being arrested in Los Angeles, Mia Poinsettia, the woman who faces charges for accosting a 14-year-old boy over a cell phone, was arraigned in New York City. And Gayle King has released more of her interview with the 22-year-old.
I don't feel that my accusation is a crime.
Exactly.
But it's more than the accusation, it's the way that you tackled him, it seems.
Senior reporter Jen Smith joins me now from our New York newsroom with more. And Jen, this was a real quick viral sensation of an interview, but let's talk about the legal repercussions here, because she also continuously was a little bit disrespectful during every appearance, reportedly. How is the family reacting to that?
Yeah, that's right, Thomas. I mean, the family is understandably upset. The parents of Keon Harold Jr., he's the boy who Mia Poinsettia was actually filmed attacking. They spoke to Daily Mail TV after her interview with Gayle King on CBS. This is what they had to say.
So
do you know what that has done to my son? He is in therapy. He is in therapy. But he shouldn't have to go through this. For someone that is clearly does not have any remorse.
Now, Mia Poinsettia was charged with 4 felonies in connection with the December 26th incident. Those charges include attempted robbery, endangering the welfare of a child, attempted grand larceny, and attempted assault. Despite those 4 charges, she was not ordered to be held on bail, so she went free. She flew back to LA from New York after the court appearance. We saw her walking out of LAX with a drink in her hand. Now, this comes as new video has emerged of her October arrest for a DUI. That footage was obtained by TMZ. First a DUI, now this. It seems, Thomas, that this is a pattern of behavior.
She might not have been born with the shame gene, I'm not sure, but there's definitely a pattern here. We're also now learning that Poinsettia was also being investigated for vandalizing her Airbnb in New York on the same day that she's accused of accosting Keon for stealing her cell phone. So we'll keep you posted on all this. It's a lot to follow, and Jen Smith will do it for us. Jen, thank you very much.
Okay. Let me turn it. Yeah. When I watch it, I feel like a little emotional because it's the same type of girl from boot camp. No one couldn't give a hoot about her. Yeah, one of them wrote something. Says Asa says, let's see, she's a wannabe celeb. She thinks she's a Kardashian. Yeah. And she was trying to impress the white soldiers by trying to bully and trigger you. Yes. And this was during class. We're all, in the class, the girls and boys we're separate. The boys on one side, the girls on the other. And I think in that class it was just female, in that one. But she's trying to, she's insulting. She said, "Oh, I don't like these white girls." And then me, she's sitting right in front of me, and then she kicks the legs of my chair and turns around and smirks. She really thought, see, she's prejudiced. She said, "Oh, she's a black girl. Oh, I bet if I do this, she's going to act, streety." Yeah. I learned, I even though I might have been very naive back then, but I had enough wisdom to don't say anything, Yeah, I've had white females trying to trigger me on a job. I used to, I used to do office work, administrative work, and I was sent to an account. This emergency day, they needed someone immediately to work at this particular site. It was a special project, and so it's midnight. It was 11 something at night, and I had to get to the location around midnight. They said, "Oh, our client, they need help. About will you do it?" So I said, "Sure, I'll do it." So here I'm helping out the client. I get down there, and the woman, white female, does not like me and started mistreating me. And I thought the whole time there, I was there for a couple of hours, and she did what she did to try to antagonize me more. She had to sign my my timesheet so I can present it to my agency. So I get my copy, the client gets a copy, then I send the whole thing to the agency. And so she's on the phone. It's time for me to go. So she goes on the phone and waits a half an hour. She's talking on the half an hour, and I'm sitting there waiting. So I present to her the card for the sign for the hours. And here, this was an emergency project that she needed help. Okay, it's after midnight by the time I get there to help her out. She says, "Oh, I'm not going to pay you for this hour, this half hour." I said, I get paid for the time, for my time. And half an hour this time, I'm waiting for you to get off the phone. So, but I'm not going to pay you. So I just take everything and walk out, and I didn't yell, whatever. See, I had enough, even though I was very naive back then, but I knew enough. Stay calm, because I was, I was learning about what racism is. I was in my early 20s, and wisdom just told me, don't make a scene. You presented the card, for the sign. She does it, and so I leave. I call up the agency, and then I said I got to the site, and from the very beginning she was treating me really strange, and I don't understand why, and I had her to sign the timesheet, and she was on the phone for half an hour, deliberately, and not signing my card. And so, I don't understand why she was treating me this way, and I started crying. Yeah, I got really emotional on the phone, just crying really hard. And the agency paid me. Yeah, I just stood with the facts. I said, I didn't want to use the race card name. I just said her behavior from the very beginning, blah, blah, blah. And then she refused to sign the half an hour that she's on the phone while I'm waiting for her. And she was very rude. And the agency paid me. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, it's the same mentality. You have individuals, it's like a warfare thing, and they try to target certain people. And her, she when she's inconvenienced, the Miss Soho Karen, she's inconvenienced because she left her phone in the cab. And the cabbie was nice enough to, because the cabbie remembers who was the prior passenger, and the stop that he brought it to. So he just returns back to the address and hands it to the hotel, and the hotel gave it to her. But so her Karen is trying to say, after the incident, then they conveniently found the phone, as if they were working in cahoots with the little boy, and the boy's father. She's, in my opinion, unbalanced in the head. Yeah, I keep thinking about that person from the military. Yeah, I don't know her full name. I just remember her last name was Silence. Yeah, crazy female from the Bronx. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but she gets away with a lot of stuff. She gets away with a lot of stuff. Oh well. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Anybody have any other question you think you want to ask me, or? Oh, I thought this was interesting. Asa also says she used the word inferior. Says a lot. Oh yeah, of course. Of course it says a lot. The little boy never had her phone. She left it in the she's not even apologetic. She wasn't even apologetic when she realized the phone was, yeah, I bet she got so crazy over that phone because she had a bunch of her, oh really, her new photos on it. Laugh out loud. That's what these girls do for, oh, is that what really, was that a case with, did she you just saying that, Ace, or is that what that she did? Did they catch her with the new photos? Is that true that she had new photos on her phone? Yeah, I'm just saying that. Yeah. She should have gotten arrested. She should have. The history, she's fighting a cop. See, it's all about, who they think you are. She's playing a persona of I call her Miss Daisy. She's playing the caricature of a Miss Daisy character. She has an identity issue. That lady has in my opinion, an identity issue, and she's trying to act like what the Miss Daisy. Yeah. I don't like I don't like the type. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. I shared a lot of stuff. I was kind of mad that Gail interviewed her. Attention, good or bad, is what these people want. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's interesting. Why did they bother to interview the girl? Yeah, she wants attention. Yeah, I can't stand. I don't like her behavior. Yeah. Wow. It's something that event could really. Here I was a grown woman in the military at boot camp when a Karen is trying to provoke a fight and to get me in trouble and to get the white females in trouble. And it still bothers me to this day when I think about it. And then, wow. So just imagine the little boy that got tackled. Could you imagine that? How he feels. I know how I feel. I'm anxious. Imagine that little boy. Oh, okay, Jacob's Ladder. I did see. Okay, I saw the trailer for it. Yes, right after I spoke with you, I went online and saw the trailer for it. Boy, that is deep. And that came out in 1993. And that was really intense. Really intense. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. I think this is a remake, or either a remake was done on the movie, but a military person during what do you call it? The Vietnam War. The movie depicts the Vietnam War, and something happens to him. Some experiment was done on him. They were injected with this chemical, and the chemical was used to enhance aggression, and it was used on several of the soldiers, and they turned on each other. They were actually harming each other, according to the movie. And he was getting these flashbacks. Yeah, that was, yeah. I'm not sure if it's on iTunes. They don't have, I couldn't find the whole movie on YouTube. I got kind of creeped. I don't know what I was. Yeah, it kind of hit home at home, that movie. It kind of hit home base. Yeah, I think I had an incident that happened to me in the military. Yeah, I think they I don't do drugs or anything like that. Clean life back in the boot camp. And then we did mess pranking. Also, when you're in the military, they give you a lot of shots, in boot camp. I think they gave me something. I had something. Just something had happened. All of a sudden, I was starting to get nightmares at one point. Really intense nightmares of something of a. I don't want to really say specific, but it was just weird. And I'm wondering, I'm really wondering. So things just don't happen. And the person, the Navy guy that was running people over in the car in Times Square 5 years ago, he served in the military, and after he came out, there was a problem. I think they're giving people, what do you think about this new monkey pox plan? Yeah, I saw something online regarding monkeypox. Something I don't remember the details. I saw that yesterday. Let me see, monkeypox. Oh wow, it must be trending. Before you even typed it all in, it popped up. Concerns over monkeypox in the United States. CDC warns of monkeypox here, how it spreads. Wow, this is 1 hour ago and 2 hours ago. Let me share that too. I guess because this is Friday, and so this is like gathering all information for you guys. Things are happening very quickly on the planet, and I think they're all related. People's behavior, people just acting out. Let's share this. This has to do with what you talk about Africa. This has to do with what you talk about Africa. Sure. Let me turn that around. Yeah, I should see this video here. That's 1 hour ago, and let's I'll play both. Let me put that in the queue. Let's see here. Oh, what happened? Okay. Let's see, which one you want to... Oh, okay. Let's do this one. Sorry. Yeah, so you notice they make the commercials really loud.
Warning from health officials about a new possible rare disease outbreak. It is called monkeypox. Joining me right now is Dr. Kavita Patel, former Obama White House policy director. She's also an NBC News medical contributor. So we've seen a couple cases of monkeypox in Massachusetts, now a case here in New York.
Oh, wow.
What do we need to know about it?
Yeah, Katie, what we need to know is that it's much rarer compared to a lot of the things we've been talking about lately, such as COVID. And in particular, we still need a bit more information about why we're seeing such wide geographic spread. Now, the fact that we're seeing not just the cases in Massachusetts and New York, but there's a probable case in Australia, we have cases in Europe and Canada and other countries, that does mean there's probably some low level of community spread that we could anticipate. So I'm just saying this to warn people, we will likely see more numbers. That should not make people panic, but it should make people, if they have any unusual skin signs or something that is kind of worrying them about their travel in the past to an area where they have heard about outbreak, they should talk to their doctor. And then here is some reassuring news. The smallpox vaccine, which we haven't needed to use since the 70s, Katie, actually does have some protection to protect against this. So we have tools of defense and we have some treatments that we can use, but it's about getting diagnosed, and that's when people should start to present to the doctor. But it is not like, I don't want to even try to compare it to COVID. There's no comparison, but we're talking about two different things. And I'm much more worried about the COVID numbers we're seeing, to be perfectly honest.
I want to ask you about COVID, but I do want to know, how does monkeypox spread?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, so it does spread through direct contact, prolonged contact, usually large droplets of transmission or contact of body fluids. That's not just the casual, just being around someone for a couple of feet. It has to be pretty direct contact. It can live on surfaces, Katie. So we do know of cases of transmission from objects. However, again, because the disease, the majority of people who get this have a self-limited illness. They do not proceed to some of those graphic images that we've kind of seen flash across the news. But in case you are in that percentage where you've had a history of contact with an individual or travel in an area, we'll learn more about what that means from the CDC. That's when I would definitely recommend just calling the doctor first and seeing if there's an evaluation. We have testing for it, treatment, and fortunately a vaccine if we ever needed something like that.
Okay, and look at the other one. Interesting.
Concerns are growing now over the potential spread of monkeypox here in the U.S. One case already confirmed in Massachusetts and now a case under investigation in New York City. And this comes as just over 100 cases have been identified in 8 countries around the world. ABC News medical contributor and emergency physician Dr. Darren Sutton joining us now for more on this. Okay, small numbers, however, this comes after monkeypox clusters were reported in places like Canada, the UK, Italy, France. The cases outside of the disease's typical territory. So what exactly is it and how worried should we be about monkeypox?
Well, good morning, Kira. So monkeypox is a relative to the smallpox virus, which many people may remember, but some may not. Thanks to the smallpox vaccine, it was eradicated in 1980, but monkeypox still remains prevalent and endemic in parts of Central and West Africa. Although it is concerning, we shouldn't have fear at this moment because it still remains rare, and the path of transmission from person to person is quite difficult in comparison to COVID-19.
Well, how does this compare to COVID-19? Similarities, differences, what do you know?
So based off of similarities, first off, prevalence. COVID-19 obviously is widely prevalent and you can always come into contact with it or at risk of coming into contact with it, as opposed to monkeypox, which remains rare in these cases or relatively isolated. In terms of transmission, monkeypox requires close contact, usually skin to skin. And the most common form of transmission is actually something that we call zoonotic transmission, which means that it's going from animal to human, as we found it often in rodent species and populations. But luckily, again, the rates of infections that we're seeing still remains low, and often the level of infectiousness is usually after symptoms start, which helps people to better protect themselves from exposing others.
Well, then what are those symptoms to look out for?
So the symptoms can be variable, but most commonly include fever, headache, swollen lymph nodes, or something called lymphadenopathy, and then, of course, that textbook blistering rash that we've seen circulating around the internet. If you see any of those signs or symptoms, it's important to identify the closest medical provider that you can find, isolate yourself, and also, if you can, call the Department of Health if you're concerned that you might have been exposed.
All right, one more question. The CDC is also monitoring the health of 6 Americans now who are on the same flight as that British person who tested positive for the monkeypox. So what more do we know about this and the potential risk to those folks?
So they are likely in some form of isolation, because we do know that the incubation period, or the time from exposure to the onset of symptoms, can last anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks. So I'm assuming that that's what their isolation is for. There might also be involvement of prophylactic medications. Sometimes we do have the smallpox vaccine still available. We use that for high-risk patients who have been highly exposed. That might also be used. And then if someone were to become infected, there are treatments available, many of them similar to the way that we treat smallpox. But again, we try to make sure that we want to provide some calm, because it's still really, really difficult to get this virus.
All right, well, awareness is good. Dr. Darren Sutton, thanks so much.
Of course, thank you.
Interesting. That was interesting. Wow. Wow. That was interesting. So that's what that was about. I think I saw a picture earlier today or yesterday. Someone's pox. Oh, is this going to be another scaremonger? So this monkeypox. Interesting, the pictures that they show dark-skinned people. See that? But the people that got it, they're in European countries. So you're going to make it seem like black-skinned people is what's giving it to Europeans, Canadians, and Americans. So you saw that? Very interesting. And again, they said you don't always get the blisters, but the fever, headache, and all that other stuff. But they show your, a black-skinned person with pox all over. See, this is what you call social engineering, to make people afraid. They say from species to a different species, which seems hard to really fathom. Why isn't it species specific? One species to the same, but it jumped. Wow. Yeah, this is really, they're really, I don't think this is by accident. They're doing a testing ground. They're doing a test. Yeah, try to get your home remedies, people. Get your essential oils, your herbs, you know. Try to, to take care of yourself. Wow. Really, really interesting. Oh, but it's like when one, yeah, this has to do with what you talk about Africa. Make people, oh, I got you. I understand now what you mean. I wasn't sure at first. Yes. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah. To make people want to leave. That's what it's about. Harass you enough, make you want to leave. Wow. Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand all this, what it's all about. Yeah, I just want to live a simple life. That's all. I want to live a simple life. Place where it has a lot of food. I love food. I do like food. Nice, clean food, clean water. Walk my little dogs. Don't want to be, yeah. I'll be, this year I'll be 60 years of age, and I want to have a fun life. I want to enjoy my life, enjoy my dogs. Nice cool weather. Yeah, I don't need all this hassle. People out there, live a simple life. All this stuff you see in the media, they want you to buy all this, trendy things, status things. I do like nice things. I like things that are practical, that's well made. But things aren't even well made anymore. They just want you to just buy things to make it, make it look like something that it's not. Excuse me. Yeah. Have a simple life. Have to drink your water. Do your walking. If you have pets, walk your pets. I don't want any drama. But yeah, this is a spiritual journey I'm on, and learning that things in the media that it could have show you codes, numbers, things that are unlikely to be the way they are by chance. It's not by chance, a lot of things. It's just things that are out of the usual. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I'm on this video long enough. But I enjoy doing my live streams. I really do enjoy it with you and you sharing your information. Yeah, each one teach one. Yeah, and if you want to share information, you can always email me at spiritofazalea@gmail.com, and it's also on my About page on my YouTube channel. Yeah, you should check out the Metropolitan Museum now on weekends. It opens at 9 p.m. and it's really nice. Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Something with museums? It's free for New Yorkers. Oh, what? They no longer ask for a donation? Yeah, usually they say like donations. Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I haven't gone there in so yeah. I used to go there when I was in the early 80s, 1980s. I used to go there. I had this big 3-hour break. They do not, but it's not. They do, but it's not required. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go there. It's a beautiful museum. It gives me a low backache. Well, maybe with my new shoes, those orthopedic shoes. What do you call it? It's like a shoe. Those oh, it's not here. Yeah, I have these shoes that are. Yeah, let me show you. Hold on. See that? It's all leather, and this is like a rubber or some kind of squishy. Yeah. And so I use these two. I know they might look ugly, you know. It's a white toe. So I can't stand when my toes go like this, you know. Yeah, people these days, you know, invest in good shoes. Invest people in good shoes because you may need to walk far and you don't want your toesies squished. Yeah, these shoes are made for walking. Yeah, I've noticed that they have put in a lot of benches and places so to rest now in the museum, so it's nicer. Oh, really? There's a lot of African artifacts. Yeah. Yeah, I do like Asa. I do like the African artifacts. Yeah, I went in there. Yeah, I went in there with this a cousin of mine. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, I could go on again. Yeah, I don't want to keep going on and on. Yeah, there's some things. It's very telling, you know, with regard to history. I don't want you to think about history. Yeah, that's a whole new thing. Yeah. So yeah, treat yourself well. Get good walking shoes. You may have to use it, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna go now, people. Okay. I love it because I go in the evening on a Saturday after 7 p.m. and it's empty. Oh, that's an idea. Nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I haven't gone there in ages. Who knows? I let you guys know if I decide to go or not. Yeah. So thank you again. It's always fun to do these live streams, and I didn't know that I was going to talk about some of the things, but I think it's all related. It's about trends and how things are used to socially engineer us in order to control us, you know. But we're all on top of it, right? So thank you again. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Peace, love, and joy to you. Have a great weekend. And yeah, and I'll keep you posted if I go to that hearing with Richard Rojas, the Times Square driver who allegedly ran over people. Okay, yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. Yeah, it's to resume on the 23rd of this month, court hearing, and I shared with you what floor. Let's see, what floor was I on? Yeah, 100 Center Street, 15th floor. Okay, so those of you who are New Yorkers and you might have been affected by that driver who trying to run over and kill people in Times Square 5 years ago. Yeah, his name is Richard Rojas, and he's he'll be tried at the Manhattan Supreme Court here in Manhattan at 100 Center Street, 15th floor. So yeah, so those of you who do go to listen in on the hearing, if it's open to the public, you know, let me know what information you get. Okay? Yeah. Thank you again. Take care and have joy. Bye bye.